I'm Mitch Henck with a few thoughts on guns. President Obama wants to do an executive action on guns, expanding the list of what we call gun dealers, people who deal in guns beyond federally licensed gun dealers, to include private sales. My question is, how would you know? If I made a private sale in my garage to someone, you wouldn't know until that gun was used in a crime. They would track the origin of that gun, find out through good police work that I sold the gun, and maybe fine me or potentially put me in jail. I guess that's the point. Somebody should explain to President Obama that presidents don't make law. They enforce the law, they propose laws, but Congress would pass the law. What a concept. I know he's saying it's executive discretion. He simply wants to put in guidelines on existing law and increase law enforcement. They can argue about that in the courts, I'm sure, as time passes. But I will say this, those who say that every attempt at gun regulation, whether it's done through Congress or done by executive action, any attempt to do that is a slippery slope. We have people on extreme right-wing radio, Alex Jones out of Texas, they're going to get the guns. Obama is coming to get your gun. I have images of Grandpa Walton on the show with his .22. Get off my land or you have a belly full of lead. No, it's possible that an attempt at gun regulation, assume it's done legitimately through due process and the separation of powers, is not an attempt to get every gun. It's like saying that every attempt not to go to war, every refusal to go to war, is appeasement, just like in Munich in 1938 with Neville Chamberlain. We do use the slippery slope argument quite a bit, which is anti-intellectual. Now the president, if he wanted to get every gun, he said last year, why doesn't the president propose a buyback like they did in Australia? He hasn't yet. Until he does, I'm not going to say that just because he wants to do something to enhance gun safety that he wants to get every gun. But Mitch, that's what he wants. That's what he wants. Well, we'll have to wait and see if he makes a proposal. People fly off the deep end on guns. One, if it's a legitimate common sense proposal, it should be agreed upon by Congress, passed by Congress, and signed by the president. And then calm down. Wait for people to make proposals before you say they really want to get every gun. My 2 cents, my 2 minutes are brought to you by Edge Construction and Capital Consultants. Bill McCoshen, a lobbyist who worked for Tommy, who gets things done. We can talk about this and more on the radio tomorrow morning at 8 on 92.1 FM, The Mitch Henck Show. Talk to you then.